Today we're going to have a walk and talk session with Freya. Freya's got a real problem with jumping at the end of the lead and not paying attention to instructions. She's walking really great with me, but when she is with someone else, she is pulling and jumping at the lead. So I've decided to walk the route that he walks, and it's pretty obvious that she is used to having her own way on this walk. Her whole attitude is just jumping at the end of the leash. Hold on, let me get this off of her. And attacking the lead, freaking out on the harness. So let's try and get her walking nicely, and we're not going to take her into the dog park until she does that. Freya, let's go. I want to get her walking the way that she walks with me. Freya, let's go. So right now I've got her on a waist belt leash. I'm hands-free. We are going to, yes, let's go. Good girl. So we're going to put her on a loose lead. We're going to walk with her. For now, I'm going to walk with her, kind of going in the direction that she wants to go in, as long as she's not pulling. Yes, let's go, girl. Right now, she's got a lot of distraction. She can hear the dog park. So the minute I feel her pull that lead, we're stopping. Normally, I would teach loose leash walking on a collar. With Freya, I'm not doing that because I will show you why I'm not doing that, because Freya actually jumps. And I'm actually afraid that with this dog, what's going to happen if I have her on the collar is that she's going to jump at the end of the collar. Come on, Freya, good girl, let's go. Yes, come, Freya, let's go. She's going to jump at the end of the collar, and she is going to go flying backwards, which she has done in the past. So let's do a little bit of agility and show you why this dog isn't on a loop collar. She's not doing what I've asked her to do. Let's go, Freya. Yes, good girl. Let's go, Freya. Yes, good girl. So, show everybody how you like to jump. Up and over. She doesn't generally do it with benches. Come on, Freya. Let's go. Up and over. Good girl. Yes, let's do it again. Okay, ready, Freya? Up and over. Good girl. Freya loves to jump. She loves to be up. Freya. Freya, let's go. See, she's seen another dog, and this prey drive is a real problem. And that's what she's doing. So she's jumping at the end of the lead. She's seeing another dog. We're not going to let her go see him, obviously. She's jumping at the end of the lead, and what's going to end up happening is she's going to end up getting injured. She's going to end up getting injured because that is not solid. That is not a solid dog right now, and that's what we need to train out. That's why we can't go on walks with our dog and just let them run at the end of the lead. And that is definitely what's been happening on this walk with you. I can already see that. Okay, come on. Let's do some training. We're going to do some training. We need to learn training. Up and over. Up and over, girl. Up and over. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So if we're doing training on this walk, if we're making sure that Freya is learning under, down and under, yep. If we're making sure that Freya is having learning experiences on this walk, what's going to happen is she's going to pay more attention to the trainer and less attention to her environment. That's really important for a dog like Freya, who's clearly very reactive and pretty darned prey drive driven, a bit dog aggressive. We don't want to take her to a dog park. She's going to cause problems. And here's the other thing with Freya. We had, come on. No, we don't drink from puddles. We drink from our water bowl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. You're listening now. We had issues with her at the dog park, and unfortunately, the person she was going to the dog park with was not noticing that. Now, see, as long as this lead is loose, and it isn't right now, as long as this lead is loose, right now I'm going to let her do what she wants. Yes, good girl. We were noticing that at the dog park, other dogs were attacking her. And he was, well, it's not her fault, the other dogs were attacking her. Well, no, if she's not under control, the other dogs are going to see things. Other dogs interpret. Yes, good girl, very good girl. Other dogs interpret. The minute we feel that leash go tight, we are going to stop. Yes, good girl. So we have something that we need to do along this route every morning. We need to get ourselves to a place, don't we? Yes, we do. So we need to get to doggy daycare. So what's happening is we're not leaving early enough, are we? No, we're not leaving. Good girl. I'm gonna give her lots of social praise for being close to me. We're not leaving early enough to get any training done along this route. And then Freya is learning that as long as we need to get somewhere, especially here, right? Yes, as long as we're good girl. Yes, very good girl. Yes, very good girl. As long as we need to get somewhere, especially here, we are going to do whatever we want and walk however we want. We need to train that out. We need to learn that along this route, we get in trouble if we do that. So we're just gonna wait this out. This behavior of pulling the leash, we're gonna let this out. She's not jumping at the leash. She's not breaking my back apart like she was 2 minutes ago. She is just seeing if she can pull the leash with me. She can't, so she's going to come back. She can make a full circle around me with this waist belt, but she's not going anywhere. Good girl. When she comes back to me, reward, reward, reward. Yes, good girl. Yes, let's walk together. Good girl. If we don't pull the lead, okay, we'll walk with you. Nope, see? We're having some negative behaviors. That's okay. We're not going to go to the dog park, and let me tell you why, Freya, because I just saw you jump at that dog. I just saw you jump at that dog. Yes, good girl. Yes. She comes back to me. I reward her. Now I'm going to keep petting her, and I'm going to walk with her. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. And she's at heel. She's right by my knee. No, see, we're trying to get the puddle again. Oh, we're going to go through the gate. Okay, let's go through the gate. Let's do that. Come on, let's go. Yes, and as long as we're at heel, as long as this lead is completely loose, we don't care where she goes. Because the problem when we're pulling the lead, isn't it, Freya? Yes, the problem when we're pulling the lead is that we want to go somewhere and the person attached to us doesn't want to go there. A lot of the times. That's what we're experiencing. We're hearing barking, we're walking, that's good. What we're experiencing is we want to sniff something, we want to see something. Good girl. She came right back. She's looking at me. Good girl, yes. She's looking at me. We've got that loose lead again. We can go again. Yes, good girl. Very good girl. So, yeah, very good girl. We want to go somewhere, we want to sniff something, and the person we're attached to isn't letting us do that. And eventually, pulling the lead becomes its own. Yes, very good girl. You waited. Good girl. Yes, heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Anytime I get a heel out of her and she's walking with me, anytime she's up my knee, good girl. Heel. Yes. We pet her and we walk at the same time. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Perfect. Yes, good girl. Heel. Now this is a big change from the dog you saw. What was it? Literally 7 minutes ago, okay? This video is timing. 7 minutes ago, this was a totally different dog. Why? Because you control the walk, not the dog, okay? This is not a reactive dog. This is a very intelligent, follow the leader style dog. I don't have her on any kind of a corrective collar. I've got her on a harness right now. So we had someone say, well, you know, she needs to be on a protective collar. No, she doesn't need to be on a protective collar. You know what? It doesn't matter what protective collar, I meant corrective collar. It doesn't matter what tools you use to train if you are not training the dog correctly. Now, this is prey drive right here. This dog leaps at squirrels. This was the main complaint. She leaps at squirrels every time she sees a squirrel. She's not leaping at that squirrel now. Let's get her closer. Come on. Yes, you can investigate the squirrel. As long as this lead is loose, we can investigate the squirrel. The minute that this lead pulls, we stop. She's showing some signs of really wanting to see that squirrel. She really wants to go see that squirrel. That's okay. Nope. But the minute this lead goes tight, we stop. She looks at me. Okay, yeah, good girl. Good girl. We're loose again. Let's go see that squirrel if you want to see that squirrel. So we need to spend time on her walking route. There's the squirrel. We're not going to go see him. No, he's not going to be our friend because, yes, good, come to me, yeah. And now the squirrel is boring. You know why? Because she's got the whole rest of this environment to explore. She knows she could go see the squirrel if she wanted to, as long as the lead was as loose as I want it to be. And again, I control the walk, she doesn't. So the minute that lead pulls, and we wait. You don't have to make a sound, you don't have to say anything to her, you're just gonna wait until you see this. No, this isn't right, it's still too tight, yep. Until you see her come back toward you. Now, I get a lot of this, what do I do if she never comes back toward me? Good question, turn around and walk the other way. Look, now I'm in front of her. I'm in front of her and she's behind me. So who's the leader now? Not Freya. Freya's not the leader now. She walks up to me, good girl. I'm going to mark the behavior when she gets close to me. So I'm going to mark good girl when she gets close to me. And then the leash is loose again. The leash goes tight again. It's okay. Turn around again. Now she's behind me. I'm still the leader. You can turn around as many times. You can walk in a damn circle. I don't care. As long as it gets this dog walking behind you or with you. Right now, This dog is right beside me on a fully loose lead. And that is from the psycho dog that you saw 5 seconds ago that was jumping everywhere. Nope. I don't want to go there. You know why I don't want to go there? Because I don't like the tight leash. So I don't want to go to the dog park right now. I don't want to go to the dog park with you. No. I don't want to go to the dog park with tight leash dog. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I'm going to go the total other direction. Why? Because you're not showing me good enough behavior to deserve that dog park. So what does she want? The dog park. Where is it? Right across the street. Why can't she get it? This tight leash. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little training over here. We're going to make sure that I have control. We're going to make sure that my lead is nice and loose. Okay, we're not going to go toward that puddle she likes so much. We're going to go the other way. Yes, good girl. Very good girl. And what I do is I just maintain talking. So the fact that I'm talking to you right now, normally I'd be talking to her. And I wouldn't be praising her. I wouldn't be changing my tone at all. Yes, very good girl. I'll be on the phone or talking to someone or hanging out. Yes, very good girl. You're doing a good job. Let's do this. Okay, you're Freya. Good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the other side of this fence because we saw that she kind of wanted that puddle. And we don't want to give her that puddle. But we do want to give her what she wants a bit. So we do want to let her sniff around. We don't want to turn the lead. Wait, because I need to get this out from around your neck. We don't want to turn the lead into a toy. We don't want to turn it into a motivation in and of itself. So what happens is this dog feels motivated by wanting to sniff things, wanting to see things, wanting to go places. When we pull the lead, right? So she smells something she likes, then you pull the lead, right? She sees something she likes, then you pull the lead. What does the lead become? A reward in and of itself. It's like a clicker. So instead of getting to smell the thing she wants to smell, good girl, or see the thing that she wants to see, she's pulling that lead. And since that's the only joy and stimulation she gets, guess what? You get a dog that pulls the lead for fun. And that's not a dog you want. So that's what she's doing on these walks, right? She's pulling the lead for fun because that's the only joy she's getting. Because we need to get somewhere. We're not leaving early enough. We're in a hurry. So we just go. And we don't consider the dog's needs. Well, we need to consider the dog's needs. And right now, the dog needs to have explored this entire environment and realize that she's bored now. See, she's bored now. Yeah. Well, she's not bored. She's happy now. She's happy. Look at her face. She loves this. She's having a good walk. And she was not having a good walk before. She was stressed. She was miserable. She didn't feel like the person she was with was safe or someone who was going to take her where she wants to go. Now she knows that we're friends, we're partners. We're going to go where she wants to go. We're going to smell what she wants to smell. And then we're going to go where I want to go. Let's go. So now we're going to get her at perfect heel, right? Let's get her at perfect heel. Come on, Freya. She hears barking. Freya, good girl. Let's heel. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. Now remember the dog we saw 2 minutes ago. If you can't remember, I will probably put her on the screen. Yes, good girl, perfect heel, yes. Now can we go to the dog park? Sure we can. Can we let out a little bit of the lead so she can walk ahead of us? Sure we can. She knows the rules. She knows that she comes back when I want her to. Don't believe me? Here you go. This is what happens when we pull the leash now. Let's go, Freya. Come on. No, she's hearing barking. Okay. Yes, let's go. And we need to make sure that we have that. Yes, good girl. Do we have complete heel? Yes, we do. Perfect heel. Yes. Good girl. Are we going to pet her when we get a perfect heel? Yes, we are. We're going to walk and we're going to pet her at the same time. She's not paying attention. Freya. We want her attention. We're not going to pull the lead when we want her attention because that just gives her an extra incentive to pull the lead. We're going to say her name. Freya. Then we're going to wait for attention. Good girl. Yes. Yes, good girl. Let's walk now. Yes, heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Now we ask, what happens if she's suddenly not healing? What happens if she's breaking like this? What I do is, come on, girl. Yeah, come on, girl. First of all, be more interesting than what she's looking at. But second of all, Freya, we're going to wait for her attention. Yes, good girl. Now we're going to wait for that heel. And when the heel stops, we're going to put a little pressure on her rear end. Not using the lead. The lead is not a corrective tool. The lead is not a corrective tool. The lead is a tool for making sure that your dog doesn't get hurt. She should be following you. She should be being with you. You should be her focus. The lead is only, yes, good girl, to keep her safe in case she decides to run or bolt, which can be unpredictable with really any dog. Doesn't matter how you train them, sometimes they will. So the lead is not a corrective tool, not a pulling, yanking tool. It is definitely a tool for keeping your dog safe. So anyway, if she breaks from this heel, so we're gonna get her in a nice heel. See, she's right beside me. She loves me, we're happy together, we're best friends, and dogs only feel safe when you make the rules because they don't know the rules of your world. She is a very instinctive animal. She might run right at a car if you gave her half a chance. She needs you to keep her safe. She needs you to tell her, you know, this is what we do. These are the rules. And dogs really live in a society of big fat rules, so if you don't like rules, get a cat. Okay, come on, girl. She's not paying attention to me, she's paying attention to that dark. Okay, so when we don't get that heel, we're just gonna put a little bit of hand pressure, on her back end. And she's gonna slow down, and she's gonna give us that perfect heel again. Yes, she is. Good girl, heel. Good girl, heel. I know, it's really hard to tape this. I should really have another person here taping. But anyway, I was like, I'm gonna do a walk and talk today. So come on, Freya. Yeah, we're just gonna go back. Once we get that loose lead that we want, we'll go closer to the dog park. Can we go to the dog park right now? Is she ready? I don't think so. Because she's looking at the dog park, not me. Come on, Freya. Let's go. Eyes on me, attention on me. Good girl. Let's get a perfect heel. Nice heel. Good girl. Heel. A good heel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. All right. Now, we're going to try her on walking down the street. Because I think she can do this now. I don't think she can go to the dog park now. I do think she can walk down the street now. Hopefully not focus on that car. Let's try walking down the street. So we've seen the field. We've enjoyed some time in the field. Now we're going to go on the path that you usually walk and you usually have problems with, okay? We've got a decent loose lead. Not a hugely loose lead. It is your first day of training on this. Okay, no, let's go. Good girl. If she needs to stop, we let her stop right now because she's just learning. When she's just learning, a lot of walking is going to be a bit on her terms. Because she is walking perfectly with me when we walk down the street. It's just this route that she seems to be having trouble with. It's this route we're going to focus on. Good girl. Let's go. Oh. No, see? There's that prey drive. Another dog, we're not okay. So at what distance are we okay with other dogs? This is what we're finding out today. At what distance are we okay? We need to be all the way across the park to be okay with other dogs. Okay, yes, good girl. Now we're listening to me. Good girl. So how far away do we need to be from that dog to be okay with it being there? That dog is quite far away, and we are walking in the opposite direction now. So we are a dog with dog aggression, and sometimes an owner won't see this. So they'll see their dog as wanting to play with other dogs, wanting to have fun with other dogs. They'll say, this dog isn't aggressive. This dog just gets attacked by other dogs a lot, and I don't understand why. Well, why is because she is an extremely independent animal who is clearly not going to follow the rules and be part of the pack. And you've taught her that by not properly leash walking her. So when other dogs see that, and they can see that from pretty far away, right? So if you do not have control, other dogs will see that from very far away. If you have control, if they know that you are your dog's pack leader, other dogs will understand that they are safe, you're safe, your dog is safe. And or with other dogs not liking your dog and you don't know why. I know why other dogs don't like Freya. You're a problem child. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. Okay, so this is how far we need to be from that dog. That dog is the equivalent of 3 blocks away at this point, and now we are going to follow that dog. We're going to walk behind where that dog just walked by. You can see her, even now, she is tracking the dog's scent. So, from what distance does your dog know that prey or another dog or another animal is in the area? an extremely far distance. Now we are still loose leash. We're still loose leash. And I like that. We're doing a good job. This is a much better walk on the way back. Oh, good girl, go potty. Good girl, go potty. Good girl, go potty. Go potty, good girl. Sometimes they want to run away from their own pee. Oh, loose leash still, good girl, yes. So we got a little tight on the leash and we came right back. So I'm really enjoying this walk now. I am not getting my back ripped off. I am not getting my hand ripped off. This has become quite a lovely walk. Yes, good girl, Freya. I'm really enjoying this walk with you now. I don't like it when you pull the lead. I'm gonna give her a little bit of correction here. Because she's pulling. We're gonna wait. There you go, good girl. Till I see those beautiful eyes. When we see those beautiful eyes, we can walk again because we can trust you again, yes. You had forgotten I was here, but now you remembered. Do I need her at perfect heel all the time? That's not really my thing. You can have your dogs at perfect heel all the time. I do train working dogs, so I want this dog to not be at perfect heel. Currently, I am training 2 service dogs for myself to be allergy smellers. So they do have to be ahead of me and they do have to work on their own in an environment where I don't have control over them. They need to be able to get on a bus and sniff around. They need to be able to go into, okay, we're gonna go the other way. She's taking too long to look at me. We're turning around. We're going this way now. Whether she likes it or not, this is the way that we're going. And she is going to come up to heel with me and we are, yes, good girl, very good girl, yes. We're gonna get lots of love and attention and affection and pets, good girl, yes, good girl. When we come up to heel with me, we get lots of attention. And then we're gonna start walking and we're gonna walk with her at heel. Yes, we are, good girl, good girl. If she goes too fast, we're just gonna apply a little bit of pressure. And she's gonna stop and then we're gonna keep going. Good girl, yes. Good girl, yes. Good girl, good heel, yes, good girl. Come on, let's go. Heel, let's go, yes. Good girl. Now we've got a good heel. This will also help you to understand, before she starts trotting, what your dog's pace is. Your dog's pace might be a little faster than yours. Freya definitely likes to walk at a bit of a trot. And yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of up and over. We're gonna do a little bit of agility training today. But there you go, there's your nice loose leash. It takes time, okay? Freya isn't gonna learn this today. She is gonna learn this today for a minute, but she's gonna forget. So it is very important every day, 3 times a day, 5 times a day, still at loose lead. Okay, still loose lead, loose, right? We are going to walk her. And she is going to learn that this is how we walk with everyone. And we are going to have the other people that walk her, so that she can learn that this is how we behave with everyone. And then we are going to learn that when we go to the dog park, when we're around other dogs, we do not have aggression. Again, if she's sniffing, let her sniff. Because what's going to happen if I pull this lead is she is going to associate being yanked with that good smell that she's smelling. She's not going to think, oh, Mom doesn't want me to walk here. Mom doesn't want me to walk here, I better not walk here. That's not what she's going to think. She's going to think, wow, there's a good smell in my nose and my back's being pulled. I don't really understand it. I don't understand how, I'm not going to let her get that. Why? Because she's trying to run away from me. I don't understand it. I don't understand how these two things go together, but they do. So why didn't she get the tree? I didn't have my loose lead. When I have my loose lead, she gets whatever she wants. Sniff whatever you want, do whatever you want, it's your walk, have a good time. When I don't have my loose lead, Freya gets nothing. Now, we are loose lead, we've been loose lead for a few minutes, so we are going to try to walk over to the dog park and see how that goes. If she pulls the lead at any point, if I don't have my loose lead, we turn around, we leave. Because we know that Freya isn't ready to be off lead if she cannot be a good canine citizen on lead. Honestly, I love our walks. I really love taking nice calming walks with a dog, and if your walk is stressful, here, why did she get this tree? Look what I have, nice loose lead. That's why she got the tree she wanted. She's gonna learn that we associate good smells and good feelings with a nice loose lead. Oh, here we go. Yes, good girl, very good girl. We hear a dog barking. Are we going to bolt for the dog park right across that road? Yes, we are. So why don't we take a dog off the lead if they haven't learned how to behave on the lead? Why? 2 minutes ago, this dog was walking perfectly. What's wrong with her? She heard dogs barking, she saw cars, she got stressed. What's wrong with her all of a sudden? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yes, we do understand. We understand, right? Yes, we put you in a situation you weren't ready for, and we fully 100% understand what we did. We need to stop making excuses. As dog trainers and dog owners, we need to stop making excuses. We know what we did. She doesn't. Okay, here's the loose lead again. Let's see if we can get back to that dog park. Can we? No, because we're pulling the lead again. We're pulling the lead again. We're not being safe. Sorry about this lighting. Oh my God. It's so bright out here all the time. Isn't it weird that like when a day is overcast, the lighting is actually brighter? Do you think that's weird, Freya? Oh, I said your name. Did you look at me? No? All right, we'll wait. We'll keep trying. Freya. I can get your attention. We've got a loose lead. Let's try and get across the street at heel. Come on, girl. Let's heel. So we're going to try and get across the street now. We are getting across the street now. We are just fine. We've got a loose lead still. So what have we learned today with Freya? The first thing we've learned today with Freya is that we do not put our dog in a situation that our dog is not ready for unless we are a douchebag. The second thing that we have learned today with Freya is that we walk at a loose lead. We do not pull the lead as a reward. We hold the dog if we have to keep her safe. And another thing we've learned is that our walks are supposed to be peaceful. They are not supposed to be... Good girl! Did you see that? Did you see her jump? And then she looked right at me. She's like, wait, that's not what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is the behavior that they want. Should not have done this tutorial with a white dog. You know, that's why every dog trainer has like a golden or a German shepherd, because Freya just gets lost in the sidewalk and looks really weird in the grass. And when it's bright out, her fur is like this giant shining. She looks like some kind of like an angelic figure. So I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna talk very calmly. We're 20 feet from the dog park. She's not going in with this attitude. So what do we want to do? We want to get a loose leash. Nope, sorry Freya, not going anywhere. We want to get a loose leash and a perfect heel. And before I sign off today, I am going to add, if you are not strong enough to hold a dog this size, don't get one. And I'm sorry, but if you are not strong enough and you don't have solid enough training experience to get a dog this size, I suggest getting a smaller dog rather than using something like a prong, because a tool is only as good as the person on the other end of it, and no tool is going to work for you if you are not strong enough to hold your dog and if you don't have the training experience to work with larger dogs. All right, I'll see you later and have a great week, and I hope you have a lot of fun training your dog.
You're not gonna run?
She's so pretty when she runs. She stops running the minute I point a camera at it, but she's so pretty when she runs.
They know. Practice your training.
Do it, do the run thing. Yay. Oh, her little prance, oh my God. Okay, let's do the rest of the walk. Loose leash, let's go. Yes. Okay, have a sniff. Now let's go. There we go. Yeah. Well, now we can do this walk. And we can have a nice, pleasant walk and spend a little time with each other. Don't be a stereotype, Freya. Really, sniffing hydrants?